Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Pete from Rusty Rex, and the bike products is still going well. We have all the dash lights working, he says. Just letting you know what's happening with the bike, just so you don't think I've abandoned the project. Just things have become a bit slow on it. We do have DRL there. Headlight works as well. It's on high beam at the moment, but it works. Yeah, we have, probably can't see it, but we do have a backlight which also got the brake light there. Do have the correct rear wheel coming thanks to Noel and Ryan of Ryan's Garage. That's channel worth watching. This panel here, which is made out of fiberglass, is just temporary. Let's turn the lights off. Basically, I make that out of steel. We've got some steel coming now. I'm going to put the battery in there somewhere, probably there. So that'll be interesting. Oh, move my finger off the camera. Yeah, we've got tiny little indicators, and they flash correctly now. They are the right colour, it's just the camera. They're actually orange. But yeah, that meant adding a couple of resistor packs into the wiring harness. I did take the bottom bolt out the engine, one that was seized in there and sheared off. Took me 3 days, but yeah, I managed to get out. So that wasn't easy. Took the exhaust to Keith, said to him, can you extend this one by 2 inches? And he extended it by 3. So now it sticks out a mile. Before it clashed with the engine mount at the front, that sticks out way too far. If you want a job doing, do it yourself. It's the only way you'll get done properly. Crash bars. I have big feet. This bike will be used off-road as well as on-road, and since I have osteoporosis, I don't want to break anything in the way of bones, so I just figure they're a good idea. Hit a branch or anything, at least it will hit that first rather than hit my leg. What else? Made a side panel out of fiberglass. Still need to get pipe to link up the air filters. 54mm pipe. I do need to find a footrest. An old Super Dream footrest would do, because I need the metal plate that goes in there. I also need, as far as I know, another one of these washers that goes in the bottom. So if anyone's got an old Super Dream footrest they want to donate, or the breather pipe that goes from the rocker cover, usually to the airbox, that'd be useful. I fitted, I don't know if you can see it, I'll try and get one this way so you can see it, a gear lever off a Honda CM. I do have the footrest coming for that side. That should be here tomorrow. As you can see, I've got the digital speedo. You can change those from kilometers per hour to miles per hour. You can change the colour and everything else. The fuel gauge I just linked up to an earth, for the simple reason that these don't have fuel gauges. So if I do manage to get one from a CB450 DX, then I might very well get mounted in that tank. Then that way I would have a working fuel gauge. The rev counter on it, which you can see there, is linked up old school, which means a wire around the coil lead. Hopefully it will work when it's done. Everything does work on the electrics, the horn, high beam, low beam, indicators, engine stop switch should work. I haven't had the engine run yet. The electric start button works, and you've seen the headlight works. I mean, yes, it does turn over in a minute. There you go. That oil pressure switch comes, or oil pressure light comes back on. Has got oil in it. So, yeah, I still need a tank mounting rubber. They're the same as the CX500, so I can get that. Got another rear wheel coming from Noel. Noel, as far as I can work out, lives somewhere near Ryan, of Ryan's garage. Noel has the correct back wheel that I need, because that's a Super Dream rear wheel. And I've got a pair of old reverse comm stars sat there that I don't need. So I'm swapping the reverse comm stars for a wheel that looks like that, basically for the back. What else is new on the bike? Not a lot really. I'm still working on it, but it's all little bits that you don't really notice. We do have a working choke cable now. Managed to get the bracket for that. Just there. It's actually off of a T model, not an N, so it sits nicely. They are different. Yeah, so this bike's basically built out of junk. So the frame is an old 250N frame. It is rusty, as you can see. Someone's had a problem with it. It's had a patch welded and all that. So I'm gonna chop it off there, which will be good. And then continue the seam round to make it look fairly factory. You can see how small the back light actually is, although it gives off plenty of light. Won't live there. I've got to make the rear cowl and get a pipe bender to make the rear seat hoop. So as you can see, I've got various new tools laying around, all new to me. A compressor, got a vice now, which is actually not a bad vice. Very easy to operate. Yeah, so there's all those bits. What else? You can see the smiley face sat over there. There's another one just down there on the valve cap. Don't know if you can see that. Yep, there it is. Yeah, got the rear brake mechanism. Got the brake arm. Was rusty, so I just painted this part of it black. Once chrome goes on them, it's not really worth getting them re-chromed unless you're doing a restoration. Got the right hand side footrest. As I say, need that plate for the bottom of it. Goes in there. And I need the washer for the other side, so if anyone's got an old one in laying around, an old Super Dream one would do, please let me know, because that plate on the bottom is universal, you can use it on either side. Got some new top engine mounts in a mirror finish from CB450 parts on eBay. Living the dream, but like, they're a mirror finish, stainless steel. I just figured why not treat myself to them. And the old ones will be going to Ryan, along with most of those old bits, those parts there. Some hardware that I had for this that I then decided to go with cap head bolts instead. There's a few of them, as you can see, because I replaced the ones in the engine, then I replaced the ones in the carbs, and I thought, right, as soon as the carbs have got them, because it'll make these a lot easier to take out if I need to adjust the floats. I thought I might as well just put them all over the bike. So I have there on the fuel tank on the indicators on, even places you can't really see, like to hold the handlebar clamps on. I've still got to cut one down to go in here. But yeah, so they're everywhere. Holding things like ignition on, stuff like that. Even things like the brake master cylinder came with standard little cheap bolts in them, so I swapped them over. Yeah, so same with the indicator mounting clamps. Those came with where's it gone? Cheap little bolts in them. Usually snap, so I swap them over. Yes, indicators are dusty. Everything's dusty at the moment. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the bike. I do also need this bracket from Urmm or Dream. Basically this one's about 1mm thick. These ones over here, and this one's about 3mm thick. Don't care about the mud guard, don't need that, just need this bracket. Excuse me. I can mount this mud guard to an original bracket, which should stop the forks flexing quite as much. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Pretty disappointed with that exhaust. Yeah, and so if you want the job doing properly, do it yourself. But yeah, so I've got a lot of the bike done. The rear wheel will need a lot of cleaning out by the looks of things when I get it, and then I'll put it on. Might have to paint spokes on the wheels, because that one there, just about to make it here, there's a scratch on it, and that's in a few places on the spokes on that side. I think someone had a problem with caliper when it was on CX500, so yeah, I've got to sort that out. So I might paint the spokes like a silvery grey colour. Yeah, so there's still lots of work to do. So anyway guys, that's it for today. There is a little button on the right hand side at the bottom to subscribe if you want to. I would appreciate it. Anyway, like some subscribes would be good. So yeah, anyway guys, take care, and I will see you all again soon.